In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a Pareto chart in Google Sheets. What a Pareto chart is it is a kind of chart that contains both bars and lines. So it's kind of like a combination of a bar graph and a line chart. In a Pareto chart, the individual values are displayed by the bars, and the lines represent the cumulative total. And so these kinds of charts are useful for identifying important factors in a data set. So there's not really a built-in chart type for Pareto chart in Google Sheets. What we do is we use a combo chart and we add a line to it, and it essentially is the same thing. So the key to making this kind of chart in Google Sheets is we need our data formatted in the proper format. And so what I have here is, in this example, I have these different products, A through G, and I have the feedback, the negative feedback numbers of each product. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create a Pareto chart so that we can visually see the total percentage of the feedback that each of the negative feedback that each product contributes to the total. So when you're making your Pareto chart, what you want to do is you need to have your values sorted in descending order. So mine is already in descending order. If they're not, what you're going to want to do is highlight your data, come up to the top here, data, sort range, advanced range sorting options, and then I would sort it by B from Z to A to get me that descending order sort that we need. So when you have your data sorted in descending order, then we can continue on with the next steps. So after your data is sorted, next we need to add in a new column where we're going to calculate the cumulative total percentage. So I'm going to copy the formatting of this, and I will just write cumulative percentage here. And then in this first cell, we're going to do a formula which is going to calculate the cumulative total percentage that each product contributes to the total for this negative feedback number. So the formula is going to be sum and B2, and I'm going to lock this in place by pressing F4 and then 2B2. So that is the first sum, and then we're going to divide that by another sum, and that is again B2. I'm going to lock that in place down to, I'll just type this one, B8, and then I will lock that in place. This doesn't seem to be working right. I'll just type these $signs in manually so we get it in the right spot. And then I'll add your closing parentheses and press enter. So then I'm going to copy this and paste it down. So what this does is it takes the sum of B2 to B2 divided by the total sum of this range. And then each time you copy and paste it down, since this first one is locked into place, it takes from here down to here. So this second cell reference moves down as you paste the formula down, as you can see. And so basically each value, it is adding to the total cumulative percentage here until we get to 1 or 100%, which is the total. So this is how we have to format our data to make the Pareto chart, because this is how a Pareto chart looks. This value is always on the left because it is the one that has the highest number, and on the right is the lowest value, and then our line is displaying this data while our bars are displaying this data. That is how a Pareto chart looks. So now that we have our data in this format, we can begin to create the chart. So what I'm going to do is highlight this and then go insert chart. Now sometimes it's automatically going to select a combo chart for you. If it does not, come to this chart type area and just make sure to select the combo chart. Now, as you'll notice, there is not a line yet, so this is not a true Pareto chart. We have to go and add the line in. So I'm going to select this Customize tab here, and then we're going to navigate to Series. And then this first drop down, what you want to do is select the cumulative percentage. And then we navigate down to this axis and select right axis. And so there we have our finished Pareto chart. And so to read this chart, the vertical bars represent, depending on your data, usually the count or the cost. So in this example, it's the count of negative feedback for each product. And so that is what is on this left axis here for the bars, is it's the total count of the negative feedback in this example. And it's always, again, placed in rank order so that the one with the highest value is always on the left. And then the right axis contains the cumulative percentage totals. And so a steep line on a Pareto chart tends to indicate that there are a few problems that contribute a high percentage to the total. So like in this example, this one is contributing 44% of the total negative feedback. So a steep line indicates there's a few problems contributing a high total amount to the total. A flat line would kind of indicate that each problem is contributing a relatively similar amount to the total problems. So that is how to create a Pareto chart in Google Sheets. Again, the key is getting your data in the right format. After that, in just a matter of a few clicks, you will have your chart here. So that is it for this video. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions or content suggestions, just let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to answer everyone.